What's poppin', y'all? Today we're gonna be doing a quick breakdown slash recap on Power Book 3, Season 2, Episode 7. However, before we get into any of that, go subscribe to MovieBot. Go like all MovieBot's content. MovieBot and Mark Dark are the greatest power content creators to ever roam the planet! But I thought it was an amazing episode. And we know in the Power Universe, normally episode 8 is like that turn up episode where everything just goes to shit and everything get crazy as fuck. And episode 7 is a perfect bridge to that. It really transitions well. We seen a lot happen in this episode, from Burke really digging more and finding out that Rock indeed was Detective Howard's CI when she was 16 or 17. And like that furthers her speculation that Kanan is Detective Howard's son. And then we also seen Marco and Marvin reconnecting again, and Marvin deciding that he was gonna have Marco accepting a job for Marvin to go assassinate Tony Deep Throat. However, in the process of it, Marco, along with that lackey Dominic, Marco wound up getting killed. And we'll go more into detail about Marco's death, but that's Salvacelli's son. We got problems now. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section what you think. And also, I just gotta say, thank God that Rock did not kill Symphony. Bro, I was like, no. Like, when I seen her rolling up, Symphony just looking like a good man, just trying to better his life, an educated black man. Bro, dressed like he on the cover of Vogue. Like, man, come on! I was just so happy that Rock spared Symphony's life. And that might be because she found out Scrappy wasn't the snitch, so she wasn't trying to make any more erratic decisions. But again, y'all gotta let me know in the comment section. I'm done blabbing.
Now, Power do love to throw us a curveball from time to time, and boy did they throw us a few big ones. Back in the day, according to Beck, Rock was Detective Howard's CI, and the clues are actually there from Season 1, which is something I will get to later on in this breakdown. But there were some revelations of Rock's history. It was about time she learned she fucked up, and this looks at it all when Howard told her about Scrappy. But the theme of this episode was centered around relationships and business. There were some relationships which are broken beyond repair, some trying to mend relationships and others forming new ones. Now, when it comes to business, when business is growing and cash is flowing, that means everybody wants a piece, which is something we can say for both Rock and Cartier, but also Marco doing work away from his father's influence. But we all know what happens in this game. Nothing ever lasts or goes to plan. Whether it's actually love or business relationships, there are always outside influences or mistakes that are made that will eventually break them. But no doubt, arguably the biggest talking point beside Beck finding out that Rock was Howard's CI when she was 16 was Marvin's plan to kill Tony, which didn't go as planned because Marco was killed by Dominic. And this is going to cause a huge ripple effect across the game, because not only is Marco Salvacelli's son, but Dominic is alive, and I smell
Bro, I cannot stand that nigga Dominic. I mean, bro, Dominic built like comic book guy from The Simpsons. Bro got a schnauzer like the Green Goblin. Like, nigga, come on. This nigga Dominic is he's just unappealing to look at. He's a hated character. I mean, goddamn. But I don't know who actually plays him, but yo, you gotta commend that nigga as an actor. Cause I mean, for as much as I hate that nigga Dominic, I mean, fuck. That nigga deserves an Oscar in real life.
an opportunity for Unique. He's someone who could very well capitalize from this situation, because he's someone who's been playing the long game, and he knows him and Morel are out in Jersey, only until Rock knows what she wants to do with them. And so I smell Unique using this to his advantage.
I thought Unique was gonna kill that bitch ass nigga Warel this episode. That snake! But no, Warel's still breathing, surprisingly.
But we're gonna run through all things episode 7 in this breakdown, bringing in the plots and storylines from season 1. Now, this is...
You know, real quick, I'm sorry I keep pausing the video, but also, now that he just mentioned it, I'm kind of speculating it. Unique has almost set himself up to where he holds all the cards. And now, especially, once this whole thing gets out about Salvacelli's son Marco dying, that's gonna really press Rock's business. And I feel like Unique is gonna be able to just come in there, ease the tension, kind of just take over Rock's business, or maybe not take over her business and like South Side in New York. But maybe like as far as like the New Jersey thing, I think Unique is gonna be taking over that permanently, probably. Or he's definitely gonna be getting a better end of the deal on my because he almost holds all the cards in my opinion, and he set himself up to where like he's not. He at first Rock didn't need him. He actually owed Rock, but now Rock is going to owe him, and Unique is needed now. It's not just like, oh yeah, like Saul Baselli Saul Baselli's the reason you're here. Like, no, now Unique is gonna be here because he's useful. So Unique is definitely becoming more and more dangerous subtly every episode.
This is something that actually takes us back all the way to season 2, episode 1. Jukebox standing over Nicole's grave, being upset, and basically feeling lost.
Oh, Juke! Every episode I want to cry for Juke, bro. Like, it breaks my heart. Juke just had such a rough life. Like, fuck, that girl does not deserve all this.
In this world. And she actually wanted to tell James that the drugs that killed her daughter were taken from her bag, but this would have only made things worse. And in contrast to Linda, he was just happy that Nicole found love, and so where he said he'll be there if she ever needs anything, Duke actually repaired the tape and left it on his doorstep.
Man, I'm never gonna get tired of watching this. You're gonna be like a big singer. Like fucking world famous.
So this was a tape of Duke and Nicole from season 1, but maybe Duke's realized she needs to move on, and maybe hearing about Leviticus 18 pushed her into Corey's direction. Now, Leviticus 18 contains a list of forbidden bedroom activities, and so I think we all know where this is heading. Duke may be giving Corey a chance, but I can see a scenario where this goes horribly wrong, and where Kenya finds out Duke is actually into girls and doesn't really accept it, because we're yet to see the scene of Kenya slapping Marvin. But Marvin did warn Duke in episode 7, even though he's fucked up, he's always been there, and he's tried, whereas Kenya's...
Yeah, Kenya, I don't know, she just gives me a weird vibe. She just seems off. You let me know in the comment section if I'm reading that wrong, but I don't know. I don't think Kenya's a death prediction. She's not on the pack list, but I'm like Marvin. I don't see her sticking around. She just seems really off. Like she's really, I don't want to say church influenced, but I mean, not saying church influenced people can't accept homosexuality, but it just does not seem like she is gonna accept Jukebox being lesbian. And on top of that, I mean, it's a different time too. So, but yeah, Kenya, I don't see her sticking around too long. I feel so bad for Juke.
Kenya's left, and she's gonna leave once again, which is something I can definitely see happening. But where we talk about forbidden acts,
she's just such a mature, like calm spirit. She's so nice. Like, I mean, I know what she grows up to be and how things go in Power, but actually seeing her and on her like rise, like I think that Juke is a beautiful spirit. I love the actor. I forgot her name, Haley something, but I love the actor that plays Jukebox. She's amazing.
Do not have sexual relationships with both a woman and her daughter, and so we come to Kanan and Palomar, and this was something I think we were all expecting, but maybe not in the manner in how it played out. Now, Kanan opened his bag to not only find the gun that belongs to Palomar, but also the paternity results that Detective Howard gave him in...
Man, I'm just waiting on him to open that up. I don't think we're gonna actually see him open that up until like the last episode of the season. I mean, fuck. I have another thing, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But I think at the end of the season, Rock is about to lose everything. And also, it was trippy because I thought maybe Pamela was trying to set Kanan up, but no, she just is like one of those girls who just refuses to get older. She's just young at heart. And like Corinne came in and like, or is it Karina or Corinne, whatever? She came in and she seen her mom and Kanan in bed. Yeah, it is Karina, I believe. But yeah, she seen her mother and him in bed, and basically she was like just calling her mom a whore. She wasn't mad at Kanan at all, which makes me speculate this probably isn't the first time this shit went down.
In episode 6, and he's yet to open them, but we're gonna come back around to that later on. But Corinne finding Kanan and her mom in bed definitely wasn't normal, and so we saw Corinne telling Rock Now, when it comes to Rock and Kanan's relationship, we all know it's been distant in season 2, and so the last thing she wants is for Kanan to be in bed with Palomar, who's
Yeah, and for the episode 8 trailer, we actually see a gun to Pamela's head, and it's insane because Rock is saying, "Stay away from my son." So, yeah, what was she wrong for telling on her mom? I mean, it's snitching, but I mean, your mom is stealing your man. I mean, I guess it balances itself out. I mean, that's a pretty shitty thing to do from a parent. So,
who's pulling him further away. So I think we may see Rock paying Palomar a visit in episode 8. And sticking with Kanan, we saw the return in Symphony, but only to tell Kanan he was moving to North Carolina for a new job. But lurking in the corner is, of course, Detective Burke, who really is giving me serious Greg Knox kind of vibes. Greg Knox was someone who is obsessed with Angela and Ghost, and Burke has the same obsession with Kanan, Howard, and now also Rock. So we saw Burke stop Symphony and question him about the night Howard was shot and how he knows Kanan Stark. But if we've learned one thing about Symphony, he's no pushover, even when it does come to cops. We've learned that in season 1 when he came to collect Kanan at the precinct, and he did the same with Burke. The only information that he gave her was Kanan was in his
bro, this nigga like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga is doing. Like, I'm like in an Airbnb and all that, but these niggas like by me. I mean, this nigga out here playing with this goddamn leaf blower like it's SpongeBob. Like, nigga I'm about to say, thank God he turned that shit off. I'm about to say, bro, bro was literally just blowing the rocks. Nigga wasn't even. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it alone.
in his after-school class. And then we saw Symphony tell Rock, and also how he was heading to North Carolina.
Bro, I swear, Symphony held it down. Like, bro, I mean, yo, niggas was speculating Symphony might be Breeze. I knew he was not Breeze, but I wish Symphony didn't leave. Like, I feel like he's like the only positive influence besides Jukebox in Kanan's life right now. And then maybe with Detective Howard too, because Detective Howard, he maybe seems like he's been a piece of shit his entire life. I mean, he was creeping on a fucking minor, and knocked up a minor, but hey, whatever. Different time. It was the 80s. But I just think that Symphony was just like a good influence on Kanan, and it sucks to see him go. Bro really held it down though. I mean, Detective Burke was pressing him in. I think Detective Burke is like, an episode or two away from the pack conversion. Like, I feel like we gonna see Detective Burke. Bro gonna get rolled in a backwood. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section, but yo, Symphony is that guy. We love Symphony. We also love Mark Darkin Movie Bot.
But her secrets were safe, and that's something we're gonna come back to in just a moment. But following back, she was doing this officer a favor with his nephew being arrested, and so she was getting one in return, which was access to Howard's file during the period he was undercover, which was between 1974 and 76. Now, the information she was looking at specified his informants, but only the gender and age. Now, the names of course were confidential, but what was confirmed was Howard had a female CI age 17 back in the 70s, but looking on was another officer. But Burke put the pieces up together that Rock was his.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, who was that fucking Frozone from Incredibles looking nigga? Who was that? No way Rock got somebody in the force for. No, nah. She did not plant a mole. I refuse to believe Rock got somebody inside. Otherwise, she would have known that Scrappy wasn't the CI, and she would have known it was Scrappy's mom.
His CI, who was 16. But we all know from season 1, Rock told Howard she was 17.
This from the undercover who pushed up on me when I was 16 years old.
You said you were 17.
So Burke really
That nigga, how bro down bad. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. I mean, he paid for pussy. Like, I've never had to do that. But anyway, fuck. Here this nigga go again with this motherfucking leaf blower. Like, bro, put this shit the fuck away. Yo, get the fuck away from my car, nigga! Bro really just came out. I'm trying to be a better person. But these motherfuckers is like right by my fucking car. Like the dog, like he literally just blew my car. Like, I'm about to fucking like, I'm not about to do nothing. I ain't about to do nothing. Fuck is this nigga looking at? I know I'm coming across as like aggressive, but this dude just fucking like put that leaf blower toward my car, like legit. Like I don't know, and like I don't really live here. I mean, I'm in a fucking Airbnb, so yeah, I don't know. That shit's irritating as fuck. Anyway.
Really is piecing everything together, but at the same time, being repeatedly told to leave this shit alone, which of course, we all know she won't. She's obsessed, and we all know what happens in Power. Now, we had Howard doing his own work on Detective Beck, as well as finding out Scrappy's mom was actually Detective Peng's real CI. So along with Howard and Rock talking about how Beck and Symphony are trouble, he told her how Scrappy wasn't a snitch after all. And I don't blame Howard, what he said was true. Everybody's lying in the streets, and she should have known not to take the word of a cop, especially.
I'm sorry, like, bro, this dude is just like right by my car. I just like I'm about to get out and say some shit, but I don't want to like cause a problem. Like, I'm really not trying to be I'm trying to be non-confrontational, you know what I mean? Trust me. Nigga, we not liking, you know? But I mean, I don't even want it to be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not right, that's immature. I just wish this dude would like get the fuck away from my shit. It don't make no sense. I be trying to fuck it.
Especially one she tried to kill, which does remind me of how Ghost still had trust in Kanan, even though he put him behind bars. Rock still seems to have the same trust in Howard, even though
Yeah, but I mean, it's way different because we know for sure, like, Detective Howard, like, he's trying to watch out for Kanan. Like, he does not have bad intentions. If Rock gets jammed up, he knows Kanan gets jammed up too. So I mean, yeah, he was a bad call with the Scrappy CI thing, but like he said, if motherfuckers is lying, you know, people can't be honest. I mean, if he gets told a lie, I mean, he's just, that's what he's gonna believe. I mean, he can't, you know, he doesn't know people are lying. So, yeah, bro, I don't think Detective Howard has bad intentions for Rock. I don't think it's the same either, because I don't think it's the same as the Ghost and Kanan thing, because we blatantly seen Kanan plotting against Ghost, you know. And I mean, yeah, Rock had Kanan come hit Detective Howard, but it's just it's a completely different situation in my opinion. Like I know that, like, you know, there was a wrong act done to Detective Howard, but you know, unlike Kanan, I don't think Detective Howard is responding back with the wrong act. Because if he wanted to, let's remember in the beginning of the season, he could have just named Kanan and Rock. He held it down and said he didn't remember. He's trying to be a part of Kanan's life, and I really do think he's gonna be the one to put Detective Burke down. You gotta let me know in the comment section. Wow, this is a longer video. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just, you know, I'm happy. I just love streaming. Yeah, it's like the one thing in my life that makes me feel fulfilled. I could be on some monk shit.
even though she tried to get rid of him.
I love you, Movie Bot! I have a girlfriend, but yo, Movie Bot, I'll leave my girl for you, bro. Marry me!
But what is she gonna do when Kanan sees through all of her lies and mistakes? I think we all know Kanan's about to turn. But was it a mistake not pulling the trigger on Symphony? You can't leave any loose ends in this game. And this is a loose end from Rock, even though he has been nothing but loyal. But she couldn't bring herself to pull the trigger, and maybe being wrong about Scrappy put a seed of doubt into her mind.
And I mean, on top of that, like I said, bro, Symphony was looking all innocent. Bro was looking like he was about to go on a business trip, all packing his shit in his trunk. Like, how could you do that to him? Like, come on. I think this just maybe a little bit shows us that Rock might have a conscience. Like, this whole entire series, I thought Rock was just a demon, you know, just a bitch straight from hell. But, I mean, hey, now if she were to smoke Symphony, like, I think we all would be looking at Rock a little different right now, you know? And I'm happy. I mean, it sucks Symphony had to leave, but I'm happy he got the fuck away from the Thomas family. Because I swear, like, Rock, Marvin, Lou, all of them, nothing but death and drama and problems. That's what they attract. And anyone around them gets sucked into that shit. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing Symphony got out of there. It sucks that he had to leave Kanan behind, because maybe down the line, if he would have stayed, we would have got a different Kanan, because he genuinely cared about Kanan. But yeah, man, like Symphony, I hope it goes good for you, brother. I hope you're happier down there in North Carolina, my mans. Even though you're a fictional character, but whatever.
But elsewhere, we saw classic Rock. This is what she does. She saw an opportunity with Tremont, and she used Cartier to cause a wedge between him and his distro. And later we saw Rock approach.
And I think asking Tremont to sell for her is also gonna backfire. Cartier don't seem like the kind of nigga to fuck with. That nigga remind me of the Kingpin from Daredevil.
Him to come and work for her, but he's working his own angle. So as always in this game, he can't be trusted because it does seem like he's trying to get to the connect, which takes Rock out the equation. But what about this change in Juliana? This was a complete contrast to what we've seen before. No doubt she told Joaquin she was kidnapped by Unique, but she was more so disappointed with Rock working with the man who held her hostage. In season 1, Juliana was impressed with the way Rock dealt with men, but not so much in season 2, and it does seem like Juliana's taken a turn after she was taken by Unique, but also gains this level of confidence sitting next to Joaquin. But elsewhere with Rock, she's moving forward with a house purchase, but she does have an issue. She needs to
what the hell? Is that what kids are doing for fun? Bro, my entire childhood, I never played in a box. Not once. Anyway. Oh, she's hot. Anyway. Yeah, they were saying Rock needs to show proof of income for her house. So I feel like that's kind of going to be a big thing. Because, actually, I'm sorry. Some shit just happened, but I swear this is one of like a weird video. There's a lot of shit going on around me, a lot of outside interferences, but yeah, no, she was saying Rock needs to show proof of income, basically, and Rock's like, well, you can tell the homeowners association or whatever that I got money and I own a music label, so. And we know that's Lou's label, but Lou, after killing Crown, wound up getting pressed by these Africans, and pretty much they jumped the shit out of Lou, and Lou came to an agreement with Cartier, so Cartier is going to help him deal with these people, but Cartier wants, because the Crown was the one dealing with these Africans originally, but now Cartier wants 25% of what Crown had. So he wants Crown owned half the label and Lou owned half the label. Then after Lou killed Crown, Lou had inherited Crown's portion of the label, and now Cartier wants half of that, which is 25% of the label. So now Cartier owns 1/4 of the label, but I'm not sure exactly how that's going to sit with Rock. I think Rock and Cartier will come to some sort of agreement, but regardless, yeah, Lou is not happy. I mean, we seen afterward when Ziza was recording a new song, we actually seen Lou and Ziza fucking as well, which, who didn't see that coming? But, yeah, I think Rock is going to be able to step in, maybe get her hands back on the label completely, or I don't know, get Cartier out of there. And on something else, I know I'm all over the place right now, but is Cartier a death prediction? Do we see Cartier going? And if so, by who? By Rock? By Lou? Not Kanan, not Marvin. Famous? No, I'm kidding. But seriously, is Cartier a death prediction? Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section.
Which she doesn't have. But one thing she said, have an issue. She needs to show a legit source of income, which she doesn't have. But one thing she said she has is the record label. So that brings me on to Lou. Now, there does seem to be a bit of tug of war when it comes to the record label. Everybody's trying to muscle and power to pull it in their direction. But who's gonna be the ultimate winner? So as Lou thought he finally got rid of Crown, in comes the 50k debt that Crown owed Linton Manley, and he put the label up as collateral. And this is when Lou thought, fucking Crown. So we saw how Lou took a stash from the projects, which will definitely put him at odds with Rock. Because not only is he fucking with the
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Marvin told him, he's like, yo, you can't do nothing if it's not accounted for. Bro, I swear, that's how he one of the business runners. If that was anybody else, they would have been like, Nick, what you think you doing? Damn, yeah, I don't know. I I don't know. I literally seen because I'm like in this little like Reddit shit for Power, and there are niggas in there saying Lou next. Like I literally seen that. Like I'm gonna see if I can like screen record it. I'll post it. I'm about to start a social media page for all this shit too, so I can really interact with people more. But I'll talk about that later. But anyway, yeah, I seen on Reddit, niggas just like Lou next, like like hash or I don't think there was a hashtag, but like smoking on Lulu. Like I seen some crazy shit, But yeah, bro. Do y'all think Lou gonna go this season? Nah, 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 nah. I don't think we're gonna. I don't know. I do think the season is about to end wild though. Like I don't think the Italians are playing. I think Rock's gonna be the one to really take an L at the end of this season though. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section what you think. I know I've been talking a lot, but bro, I am just happy as hell to be streaming, recording, whatever the fuck you want to call it, nigga. I don't know.
With the books, she warned him family business comes first. But before Lou could pay the debt, in come the same boys that came in to the label, giving Lou a real beatdown. And now who does he turn to? Cartier, who now owns 25% of Bulletproof Records. But Rock will have other ideas with the label, because she did say this in season 1.
Your shit is my shit. For example, your recording studio. Yeah, it's my recording studio.
Rock seemed more demonic in season 1. She's still a demon, but it just seemed like, the energy's a tad bit different right now, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is, I don't know, like, Rock seemed like before she was like the big boss, she was calling the shots, she was a step ahead of everyone. Like, it don't seem like she is a step ahead of everyone anymore. It seems like she's just reacting now. I don't know, just don't seem like she has the same authority, but y'all let me know in the comment section if I'm tripping.
So ironically, when Lou got rid of Crown, this just opened up a whole new can of worms in terms of his legit business. And there's also the game, which keeps calling him back. So what's it gonna take for him to fully commit to one or the other? Now, Marvin's a character who has shown us quite a few layers in season 2, but ironically going back to one of his worst in season 1, because this was always gonna go sideways. Marvin met Marco and wanted him to get rid of a snitch, Tony. And earlier in the season, it was revealed she was engaged to a dentist, Darren Rose, someone who happened to be caught in the crossfire, but not how Marvin and Marco intended. But before we get to the assassination that ended in Marco's death, as well as Tony's, Marco asked Unique, can Marvin...
And also, real quick, before he finishes like explaining the details of what happened, I just gotta say, my nigga Marco, the last thing he did was give Tony Deep Throat. No, Tony Deep Throat didn't give him a blowjob. He didn't give Tony Deep Throat. He didn't give her no dick. No dick. He gave her a bullet to the head. A headshot! He treated that bitch the same way you treat one of those motherfuckers in Call of Duty Cold War when you plan zombies!
Marvin be trusted, and this is key. Because Unique now knows Marvin and Marco's plan, something he can later use.
Oh yeah, I guess that's like kind of a blessing and a curse, because like Unique straight vouched for Marvin. Well, sort of. It was weird. Like Marco pulled up and was like, "Yo, what about Marvin? Is he cool?" And Unique's like, "Fuck Marvin," and he's like, "Well, is he good to pay money?" And he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "I got a job for him. I don't want my dad to know." And he's like, "Yeah, that nigga Marvin pay what he owe." And after that, he's like, "Okay." So Unique kind of vouched for that nigga, but at the same time, he also found out now that Marvin is the one responsible for getting Saul Baselli's son killed. Well, Marvin's not directly responsible. We just know for sure that he was the one that sent him on the job without his dad's permission, and we know how those Italians are as far as crossing lines. So, and then also Dominic is done. They already said we don't. Hey, you can do whatever the fuck you want to the ops. You can treat the ops the same way the U.S. military treated Osama bin Laden, but don't touch a kid. And what Dominic do? He fucked up. He put his hands on Kanan and that little, what was her name, Hannah? So, that was strike one. And now, like I said, after Marco came in, like I said, you would have thought bro had a sniper with the scope on it. one of them things where you close one eye and look through it, and it's like you looking through a pair of, I don't know, intense binoculars. Yeah, like, bro, clean ass, precise headshot after he sent that nigga Tony deep throat to the afterlife. He started like wrestling around and tangling with her fucking husband. And I mean, bro, like I said, this nigga Dominic, I mean, bro, like they must have, the mafia must have hired this nigga off Craigslist or some shit, because, yo, this nigga sucks. Like, Marco's all tussling with the husband, and like, he's like, shoot him! And that bum nigga Dominic shoots Marco! And then after that, just, let me scram. And then we see him like hiding out on top of some building, like surrounded by like pigeons. Like, the fuck? The fuck?
Used to his advantage, and in the game, leverage is something you can get to get power. So let's see what Unique's next move is. Now, Marco wasn't going in on his own. He brought in one of Raising Canaan's most disliked characters, Dominic. So after Marco dealt with Tony with a straight headshot, he got into a tussle with a doctor who shot and wounded Dominic after he shot Marco, and now Dominic is a huge problem, but is a death I see coming in episode 8, at least one way or another. Now, Rock won't be too pleased with Marvin, because not only will this cause a problem with Sal, who she just struck a deal with, but Unique's waiting in the back to pounce, and if he just masters the art of timing, he can take Rock's whole organization from beneath her. So dark clouds are definitely on the horizon for Rock. But that's a breakdown of episode 7, and arguably two of the biggest talking points comes with Beck putting the pieces of the puzzle together that Rock was Howard's CI, and Marco being killed through Marvin's plan, which will no doubt have consequences with the Italians, and I wouldn't be surprised if Unique took advantage as well. But drop all your thoughts down below on all things episode 7, and of course if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 3 and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Go like the video. Go like that video. I love you, movie, but I'm actually about to take a bong hit for you real quick. But yeah, so yeah, you know, that was episode 7, and I feel like it is a great bridge to lead to an epic episode 8. I would play episode 8 right now, like I would show you guys the trailer for it, but I think the video will get like flagged or some shit. Then I don't think I can do that. I think Stars is like on some shit. Actually, I got a BMF video dropping today as well. So you guys, I got 2 videos uploaded today, and I think, bro, like nigga, now this one, y'all gotta let me know if this is true, because I don't know if this is true or not. But I was reading some shit. And like, so like, fucking, I think it was MovieBot. Somebody was saying, it might not have been MovieBot though, to be honest, but somebody was saying that Power ain't coming, Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3 ain't coming until March of next year. But yeah, no, that was not MovieBot. I'm sorry, movie. I did not mean to. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. But no, actually, that was another video I was watching, but I seen somewhere else that it's supposed to come in November, because BMF Season 2 is in January of 2023. Y'all think we'll get Power Season 2 in November? Power Book 2 Season 3, excuse me. It's like, it's just like a mouthful. It's like, I shouldn't use the word mouthful. Pause. I'm gonna just take this bong rip for MovieBot. Oh yeah. Well, like I said, go subscribe to Mark Dark. Go subscribe to MovieBot. I mean, if you could find like a grain of kindness in your heart, go subscribe to my channel too. If you enjoyed the vid, like, sub. I know it was long, but I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.